Hello, and if you didn't know, a new Halo trailer just came out the other day. It's going to be a remake of Combat Evolved, the first Halo game. And I just wanted to kind of hyper analyze this trailer and see if we find anything interesting. So I did turn up the sharpness quite a bit, and I'm just going to go almost frame by frame and zoom in on each scene to see if we can find anything cool. So let's start. And I actually haven't even watched this trailer yet, so this will be like a reaction too. Don't notice anything very interesting on the ship itself. It's got turrets. Okay, here's the Marines. So it seems they brought back that green eyepiece thing right here. Can you see my mouse? So they have brought back the green little eyepiece the soldiers had in CE, which that's a good touch to keep. Johnson looks cool. No complaints there. This really looks like the helmet from the old Alien movies, which is what the original CE green eye piece, or just all the Marine armor, was based off of. But this looks really like that here. Looks like he might be holding a shotgun too. It is still so blurry. I'm surprised. This video is in 4K. But yet when you zoom in, it's still so blurry. I can't tell if he's holding a shotgun or what. So let's zoom back out and play. Okay, it's an assault rifle. You can see where he turns there. I actually want to analyze this slowly.
Now move it out. Double time.
Let's go frame by frame here. Okay, it looks like they all have assault rifles actually. And they're grabbing more assault rifles. 36 ammo counter. Got a cool helmet. And obviously, I mean, I don't know. I was about to say this looks more of like a theatrical video right now, but it might actually be a real cutscene. The graphics do look great, and the mood and the atmosphere looks great. The Marine armor looks okay. Okay, this is a standard barricade they have on the right side of the screen. This is Pillar of Autumn, the first mission. I'm guessing they're looking at the Covenant about to attack through the windows.
We were losing the war.
Okay, those ships, I don't know what they're called though.
Push.
Banshee, Space Banshees are back. It just shot its bomb at the ship. I did see like a leak. It might be in this video, there's space combat back. I saw a clip of that on Twitter. Okay, let's zoom in on this. This is the boarding pod. They were in CE, but they're really just like a cylinder shape. This looks more like the Halo 2 version. They'll probably if they remake Halo 2 as well, they'll probably use the same asset. So there's a boarding pod. Let's zoom back out here. So this is where the Covenant are reaching the Pillar of Autumn. Okay, that's cool. In the OG one, the Covenant boarding pods use the same bays as the escape pods, and it looks like they're still doing that. Okay. Looks like this Marine has a little attachment on top of his helmet. Yeah. I don't know, like night vision goggles or something. So judging by this video, and again, I don't know if this is a theatrical video or true to the game, but we do see armor variations, which was present in OG CE. Okay, now this is the Truth of Reconciliation where you see that first elite. So I'll be honest, again, the mood, atmosphere, I think the environment is perfect. But I don't know about this elite armor. It looks too much like, I don't know, Halo Reach or Halo Infinite's armor. His energy sword looked really short there too. Yeah, his energy sword looks really short for some reason. Okay, he's got the hexagons on his helmet. Again, I don't know what it is, but I just don't like the design of this armor. I really like the Marines armor though. I haven't actually seen that before too much. Okay, this is Chief coming out of his chiropod on the first mission.
So we made a bet.
There's his glove. It looks kind of plain, like there's not really any texture on the rubber part, but I guess that's okay. Okay, and this is the Captain Keyes cockpit area. These vehicles are called longswords. So we got the crewman. The red sign says something like crash alert or danger alert. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary here.
And trusted everything we had left.
Here comes Chief. They really did highlight this little... I'm not 100% knowledgeable, but I think this little blue circle is like they insert some device that turns him into a Spartan. And they really highlight that on this armor, which is cool. I like the little blue speckles of light. And then we see all the alerts and everything. Looks like a halo ring and some kind of map. I can't tell what map that is. Let's go forward a little bit. Maybe a layout of the ship or the ground. There's some halo vitals. Again, it's just so blurry though. But yeah, I remember this cockpit in the OGC. We have reflections in his helmet. He sees the halo ring. Oh, and he does have some texturing in the rubber part here. Looks like a tire. But that's cool. I don't... It's fancy. We see really realistic, like, armor aging on his helmet right at this line. I don't know. I don't think you can see my mouse, but like the paint's peeling off and scratch. And on his shoulder pad too. Okay, now we see him leaving the Pillar of Autumn in the crash pods. Can we see inside of the ship? This is the crash pilot, the Covenant boarding pod, the Pillar of Autumn. Go forward a couple frames. Okay, we don't see anybody inside of this crash ship. Oh, so there might be... Looks like there's going to be space banshees on this mission flying around, which is awesome. We get a Covenant cruiser in the bottom right. Okay, now we see inside the cockpit, or the crash pod.
Managed to escape. Found something.
Now they're gonna
It wasn't refuge.
eject and land on the halo ring. Okay. Now this looks beautiful, this environment. This is the Truth and Reconciliation mission. Yeah, I just think it looks beautiful. No complaints at all here. The jungle trees, the mossy rocks, the vines, the high tide. You can see where the tide has carved out the rocks there. Yeah, it looks beautiful.
It was something ancient.
Realistic waters, physics, and splashes. Okay, this is a snow mission. Either 2 betrayals or the other one. Forerunner. A lot of people had complaints of how the Forerunner stuff looks, but I think it's okay. My main gripe so far is just the Elite, all the Covenant armor, but we've only seen the Elite so far. Just looks too much like Reach or something. Something like that. I can't. Okay, again, 2 betrayals. That little where you start going inside of the structures looks fine to me.
In danger.
Okay, this might be the library mission. This looks awesome. I love how the mood, I love how so dark it is. Get flood spores. Again, I have sharpness on. I just turned sharpness off. Yeah, it looks great. No complaints here. Okay, just cut back to the Truth and Reconciliation. This is exactly like the OG cutscene. Yep. Love the mossy mountain rock thing. You know, actually, it almost looks like a human head formation in the rock on the right side. But this is a lot like the, I just realized, the Delta Halo mission in Halo 2. This island is like the same vibe. And it's based off of Angkor Wat, these old structures in Thailand. They're storming the beach now. Oh, that was actually really cool.
The Covenant followed us here.
And the Pelican flies by. You can see straight through the Pelican through its visor. That's pretty cool. Okay, the mission keys. We get this Covenant environment. Looks perfect. The metal looks great. The lighting is great. I've seen some complaints about Cortana being blue, or just like her look. I guess I agree. She looks a little weird, but I wouldn't gripe on that. Okay, now here's Keys, when you rescue the Marines and Keys in the jail. Just want to see what these Marines look like. So these Marines, there's a Halo ring in the middle there. And these cool Covenant lights. These Marines like to be wearing all the same outfits. And just in this scene. But we did see some variation before. Like, none of these guys have the shoulder plates on each side. But I love how that Needler has like glowing light on the character. Perfect. Okay, Truth and Reconciliation. This dark, rainy jungle looks awesome. And just the red light on coming from the Pelican. Flood mission here. Okay, so they stayed true. The flashlight is coming out of Chief's gun. I believe that only happened in CE. Halo 2 onward, the light came out of Chief from like his head or his shoulder or something. But in Halo CE, all the flashlights come out of the gun, which is coming out of his gun in the remake. Okay, don't know what mission this is. Maybe Halo? Marines coming in injured, looks like. Ooh, they're carrying someone back there. Is that Chief? No. Just look like another Marine. Here's Chief. Don't know where this environment is.
That's not going to happen.
Looks like water or something behind him. Okay, here's a look at... I believe this is a mission Halo. This environment is perfect. We get a look at the Covenant dropship. It looks fine, I guess. But the environment, look at the lighting. Look how dark of a shadow that dropship puts on the ground. And the mountains, the fog, the lighting, the nature. Look at all this grass. Modern games do not have this much grass. It looks like the whole ground is completely covered in grass, but most games what they do is add like patches of grass, I guess. And you can kind of see this here by the weed. You see like the ground texture, but it's just so minuscule. I think it works well. And it isn't just like one green colored grass. You see yellow flowers, white flowers, pink flowers here, a weed. And then the pine trees, waterfalls. This looks so beautiful. The Chief has a shotgun here. And then again, I'm not too hyped about how the Covenant look in this game. Looks like the grunt mules from like Halo Infinite or something. I don't know. Something about the Covenant I don't like, but the environment, oh my god, it's so beautiful. There was a grenade at him, and the blooms and all the effects look so beautiful. See the green bolts? Okay, blew up all those grunts. I took out the Major. Okay, here's Silent Cartographer again. Again, the environment, dude, is perfect. 10 out of 10. The clouds, the lighting, the mood. The mountainside, it looks almost like prehistoric or Jurassic or something. Okay, the Hunter's actually... I think that's... I haven't seen that animation the way he's covering himself. Okay, Hunter's going for a charge here. The Hunter has the bolts back instead of a long beam to shoot. Gets hit by the Hunter here. The screen kind of turned gritty. He sticks the Hunter. Boom. Oh my god, look at that blood. It looks like a tsunami, dude. However, the Hunter... So the Hunter does not have back destruction. That's okay. Just noticing stuff. Okay, now we're back on Truth and Reconciliation. He looks like he's on freaking Mars. Perfect. Perfect environment. He's out a grunt. Another grunt. Okay, did you see that effect there? That was beautiful. On the left side of the screen, the grunt, so it's back where they blow up into a you can blow up their backpacks or methane. Look at that. See all those lighting? It looks like fireworks. It's beautiful. And then the blood looks like a tsunami. All right, Chief's got the sniper here.
You are more
Okay, throwing him into the back of
than
this
your armor.
carrier. Again, look how small the bloom is on his weapon here. When he shoots the AR, see those little flames coming out the end? Usually games make that humongous, but it's so small here in this game. Except for right here. The bloom coming out of this turret is huge. And again, look at all this grass, how populated the environment is with nature. One of those small details that really makes a difference in how the game looks. Though this grass does look lower quality than the one we saw just before. There is a little bit of white flowers, but they look lower quality than the other one. Okay, now we're back on Halo again with this long grass. We do see some of those yellow flowers back here. Elite Major with the Needler. I am curious though, why is there green blood on the tire? So there's nothing here. Oh, is that from the plasma bolt? Is gonna leave like residue? I thought that was bugger blood, but he just got shot with the plasma bolt there. Yeah, and then the plasma bolt leaves like this green residue in the tire. See it turning? That's from the plasma pistol. That's really cool. That would be actually a really cool thing we've never seen before. Jackal Major there. Cap Keys. That iconic scene where he gives him the pistol. Okay, now we're on a snow map. 2 betrayals or something. Look at the texture on this tank. Awesome. It's like brushed metal. You can see all the details. The way the lighting hits those little lines in it. Okay, now we're on assault on the control room, I believe. Again, love it. Looks like you're in the Himalayas. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now we're in a cave. This is amazing. It looks like the wall was like scooped out with a spoon to make this tunnel. Maybe some sort of Covenant technology. It leads you to wonder how this was got like this. It's amazing. Unless this is some natural formation I'm not familiar with. But anyways, in a cave here. Lovely cave. Another angle over here. Okay, hijacking is back. He just hijacked the ghost. I was not in the OGCE. Lighting up the grunt. Blew up his backpack, and we get... Look at Banshees here. They have these awesome decorative tails. And what is that? A spec op? And also, I forgot to mention, you can see like green gas coming out of the grunt gas mask. You can see him breathing that green gas. That looks like a Spec Ops grunt. I don't know if this elite is Spec Ops. He's blue. However, he has like black highlights on him. See at the top of his head, it's black. That might be a Spec Ops elite. Shoots him. Gets in the Banshee. Beautiful effects. Okay, this is either the mall or might be Pillar of Autumn here. Beautiful. This reminds me of the movie Aliens. Like, look how beautiful this environment is. You have the red fire completely lighting the corner of the room up here. And where the character is, it's light, but deep in the dark is all these Covenant aliens. You just see their bright blue blood and gunfire. Bright green plasma. This looks like a scene straight out of Aliens. I love the environment in this game. Okay, and he has an SMG, a new weapon in CE. And the blood looks so realistic too in the Marines. There's blood in this. There's human blood in this game. Okay, this is cool. When you're shooting this elite, the elite turns like His whole body turns a bright blue because his shield is taking damage. Broke his shield and took him out. I didn't see those in all the old games. The elites had like these bright orange lights on the inner of their forearms, which were actually their shield indicators, but I don't see these elites having any of those. That's kind of a disappointment. But look at this, look at all these stars. Just breaking the elite shield calls all these stars. I love the effects of this game. Okay, now we're back on looks like Silent Cartographer. Again, love the environment. Look at the Needler. It's okay, I guess. I don't know. All the Covenant technology I don't really like in this game. The Jackals are okay, I guess, but don't really like the armor or the weapon design. Don't know why. But look at all those effects. It looks like fireworks, man. Boom. This pink explosion is... You can literally only see half the Needler. And then it's like confetti of needles everywhere. Okay, now we're on, looks like Keys. He's got a fuel rod gun. And boom, it just makes these Covenant disappear. That's so comical. His Needler is just in the same spot he was standing. Except that it just blew the elite away. Just look at this in slow motion. This is so beautiful. All the particles. It even made like a red fire on the ground right in the middle there. It left like a fire on the ground. Okay, the fuel rod bolts do bounce. And again, look, blows it up. Let's watch that again in real time. And the Jackals just skid down the hallway towards them. Oh, that elite just dodged that grenade. So the elites have evades again. Elite Zealot. Looks like they clashed their swords right there. Boom, he won. And we see a Suicide Grunt. That's new to Halo CE. Became a Suicide Grunt. I've never seen anyone talk about that yet. Okay, it's actually snowing. Beautiful, beautiful. The lighting, the environment's good on its own, but the lighting and the effects is just a cherry on the cake. 10 out of 10. Boom. Look, his whole screen turned blue from that explosion. It looks like a 3D effect. And then it's not just blue. Let me watch that again. It's not just a blue explosion. You see a mix of the rocket and the Banshee, and the elite flying through the air. There's blue and red and greenish colors. Like, literally looks like a firework. The effects are so good.
They believe they can break us.
It's Johnson again. Okay, it's the Sentinels. So the Sentinel beam, it looks exactly like the original, how it looks in the original CE. Chief just tanking that.
Fight ends here.
Hunter, beautiful. The worms are actually 3-dimensional. I'm curious if this is just like a theatric or this is actually how it looks like in the game. Could see all the different individual worms. Okay, this looks like a custom cutscene, a new cutscene. The Spirit dropship. Look, it's about to take out these 2 hunters. I don't think that happens in the OG game. So they must be making completely new cutscenes too. Or, yeah, remaking the cutscenes with their own spins.
They're wrong.
Alright. Chief rising above it all. Okay, that's it. I love, dude, the environment's 10 out of 10, effects 10 out of 10, lighting 10 out of 10, mood 10 out of 10. The flood missions, those are going to be great. My only problem is the Marine designs are pretty good, but every Covenant design is just something off about it I don't like. It looks too much like Halo Reach or too much like Halo Infinite and not like Halo CE. I'm sure they can make a more faithful version of like every Covenant thing that's more in character to Halo CE, but something about the Covenant armor, the Covenant weapons, the Covenant vehicles, they just look off to me. I don't know what it is, but hopefully that doesn't ruin the game. Like I said, everything else 10 out of 10. The environment looks great, but we'll see how it plays out.